Hi, today I'm going to be telling you about a very interesting USB turntable that you can use to play your vinyl records. This is a very straightforward, simple little turntable. It's very affordable. Usually you can buy it for less than $50. I'm talking about this Vibe USB turntable. Now there are certainly a lot of advantages to this machine, but also some disadvantages, which I will talk about in the review. Overall, this is not a high quality audiophile turntable by any means. But if you're looking for just a simple, straightforward little turntable to use in your bedroom, this could be the turntable for you. So I will be taking a look at this turntable and all of its pros and cons. So taking a look at the Vibe USB turntable, it definitely has its strengths and it definitely has its weaknesses. And I will outline both of those in this review. Starting at the front of the unit, in the middle you have the volume control, which is pretty straightforward, and the volume control lights up blue as soon as you plug in the turntable. And there is no on-off switch, as with many turntables. The power basically comes on when you plug it in and turns off when you unplug it. And there are also two built-in speakers on the front of the turntable. Now, these speakers don't get very loud. Even when you turn the volume way up, the volume is not great. If you were using this turntable, say for example in a small room, maybe you're living in a college dorm room and you're just using the Vibe turntable as a simple bookshelf turntable, it would be fine. It would be enough volume for that situation. But otherwise, the volume doesn't go incredibly loud. The sound quality of the speakers isn't the greatest. They do have sort of a tinny sound, but for the price you pay for this turntable, that's pretty much what I was expecting. So you basically get what you pay for, and if you're paying under $50 for such a turntable, you shouldn't expect too much greater. The turntable itself is pretty small. The arm is off to the right, and I will mention that it does come with 3 styluses. So there is one stylus already installed on the arm, and they also throw in 2 extra styluses. So that's good. There is a little lever that raises and lowers the arm, and you do have 3 speeds. You have 35 revolutions per minute, 45 RPM, and 78 RPM. Now, one of my biggest criticisms of the Vibe turntable, it seems to work very well when you play it at 33 RPM. 45 RPM seems okay, but if you try to play it at 78 RPM, it can be very, very picky and very temperamental. And what I mean by that is it doesn't seem to fully go up to the 78 RPM. It seems to lag and seems to play somewhere between 45 and 78. And also the same thing can happen when you try to play it at 45 RPM. It doesn't sometimes seem to really reach the full 45 RPM, and sometimes it kind of wobbles between 33 and 45. So that's a bit of an annoyance with this machine. There's a plastic cover on the top of the turntable. I will mention that when my unit was shipped to me, the plastic cover had been crushed in shipping and was broken into about 5 or 6 pieces, which I fixed with glue. It was a little frustrating, but what can you do? On the back of the turntable, it's dead simple. You basically have your RCA left and right out, and you also have your USB connection. Now, you can run a connection from the USB jack directly into your laptop, and you can digitize the vinyl that way, or you could run from the RCA outputs, you could run a jack into maybe you have a standalone CD recorder or some other recorder that you use to digitize. You could run the RCA cables directly from the jacks on the back of the turntable into the recorder that you use for digitizing. And I will mention this turntable does come with software, and you basically have sort of a setup very similar to Audacity that you can use to rip songs from an LP. I will mention that when I use the USB jack, it's strictly as a power cord. I bought a small white adapter that allows me to run the USB cable into a standard wall jack. So that's basically how I plug it in and how I get power for my USB turntable. So I do find this is a fairly decent turntable. Again, for the price that you pay, your expectations shouldn't be that high. Would I recommend this turntable? Well, if you're an audiophile and you have very high expectations and you demand excellent sound quality, this isn't the turntable for you. This is a turntable for someone who is a casual listener, someone who maybe likes to have a record playing in the background as they go about doing something in their room, maybe as you're cleaning or if you're studying and you want to have a record playing in the background. This is what this turntable is good for. Again, if you're looking for a cutting-edge, high-end quality turntable, this is not the one. You'd be better off spending a little bit extra to get something really high-end. This certainly isn't. But for what it's designed to do, it does what it's designed to do, and it does it fairly well. It's an okay turntable. And again, if your expectations aren't too high and you don't want to pay a huge amount of money, this is the turntable for you. So that's my review of the Vibe USB turntable. Again, certainly nothing high-end or high quality, but if you're looking for something simple and straightforward, this is the turntable for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you can join us again next time. Please feel free to leave a comment, feel free to share the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I post new tech videos every week, and the best way to keep informed of new videos is to subscribe. So thank you, and we'll see you again.